What's up, my fellow shield bros, and welcome back to another episode of our John of Sturgia campaign playthrough for Mount&Blade 2 Bannerlord. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday as we begin our adventure back in the land of Calridia. So currently, quest-wise, we need to talk to 5 more nobles about Neretzi's Folly and the Battle of Hendrik. We are also working on establishing our clan, which we need more money, 1 more man, 26 more renown, and 1 more companion. We have 62, it's been 62 days since we started. We have plenty of time for the Neretzi's Folly, but I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible as we explore the map. Party-wise, we are at 19 out of 20 troops. We have 2 recruits, 13 warriors, 1 variag, and 2 skirmishers, which is decent and working pretty well for us so far. I'm hoping to upgrade to the Sturgian soldiers here soon once we have more dinar. As for our character, there is John himself. He is level 6, halfway to level 7. And this is our current skill tree. So you can check that out for a second here. That being said, let us begin for today. We will wait in La Jetta for some time. Tomorrow we will set out. Alright, the sun rises. We are full health. There is a tournament here. We were just talking about how we needed more money, so... And there's 2 lords, and we can get a nice new lance. Let us join the fight. Prove our worth as a Sturgian, and beat the southern lords at the skill of battle. We will begin. Alright, so it looks like it's a fatal 4-way, 4 teams of 4. We will bet lightly. 75, make it 300. Sounds good. Let us fight! By the gods, we shall have victory. Ooh, 47 damage delivered. $12 damage delivered. 44, 70, 42. Swinging back around. 40 damage. Come here, you. In the name of Sturgia and the gods of the north. Oh, come back here. We will ride them down. Took down 2 of them. Come here, you. $31 to the face. Oh, down he goes. 64. 33. Just me and you. Down he goes. Victory for John of Sturgia. So we are now in the second round. 4 teams of 2. Let us fight. Alright, we're on the floor this time. Dismounted. There we go. Fight our way out of this.
Die, you bastard!
Keep it so they both can't attack at the same time.
Die, you bastard!
Ah, come on then.
Die, you!
Oh, well, we did well. Second to last man. It is us for the semifinals versus the Imperial veteran infantryman. I believe in our chances here. Come then, fight. Down he goes! Never landed a blow. So we are in the final round. Us versus the Imperial Sergeant Crossbowman. Let us fight. One or two more good blows and he should be done. Yes, there he goes. Victory in the arena! John is victorious, Shield Bros. Ho, ho, ho. So we got 3 renown, a new cataphract lance, and 450 earnings from the bets. That takes care of our money issue, at least momentarily. Let's see here. Yeah, this is far better. Get rid of that. Oops. There we go. We're good on food for 13 days, so we can head out. Let's see if we cannot find any of the lords. Go to Penkennock. See if there's anyone that we can talk to. No. Three lords. It's time for another arena fight then. Let us fight. We will earn renown in the arena so that we may establish the clan of the Svalin brothers. We will fight with great fury and strength like that of the bears of the north. Ah, it's one-on-ones, okay. We are fighting a picked warrior. There we go, 75 for 300. Let us fight. Two-handed sword. Wow, my mouse got stuck and we died. Well, such is the ways of the arena. Luck is a fickle thing. There's a lord here. Hello. I would like to talk to you, please. There's a lord here. Excuse me, my lord, I need to speak with you. For I think you have knowledge. Dirtheart, it's you! Well, hello, King Dirtheart. Well, and who do we have here? Would you care to tell me your good name? My name is John, sir. May I ask your name? King of the Valandians, I am Lord of Galland and Sköl. Can you tell me about anything about the Battle of Hendrik? It was a victory, of the kind that is almost as bad as a defeat. We had given an oath to the Empire to join them if attacked. It seemed clearer to me that we should have honored our oath, that the Battanians and Sturgians were aggressors. But there was always room to argue details. Ultimately, our barons did not wish to fight with the Empire, so they resisted coming to its help. Noretzes, when he heard we were hesitating, sent us a message calling us cowards and traitors. And you say that to a Valandian noble at your peril. Noretzes should have known what he was doing. We joined the Sturgians. I did not fight in the battle. I stood on a hill telling my commanders where to go and who to attack. And we did rather well, I think you've heard. Still, we took losses, heavy losses, and gained little. And for this the barons blamed me, even though it was their idea to fight. I learned that day that a king should always lead, never follow, but it was a bitter lesson. Thank you, my lord. I must beg my leave. It was good to meet you, and I must take my leave of you. So now we know a little bit of the perspective of the Valandians and what happened at the Battle of Hendrik. I see they've taken one of the Battanian castles. So let us head back east in that case. We're a 6 out of 10 done. We need to find one of the Battanian lords. Perhaps at Sanon? Oh, forest bandits. Hello. Lucan. Seonan. I do not want to pay that bribe. I don't have enough money. There are 3 lords in this tournament, so let's try again. So we are in the tournament, and it is a fatal 4-way, teams of 1. We'll bet 100. Two-ended sword, let us make battle. Down he goes. He was not prepared for my quick strikes. Oh, down he goes. Our blade found a home in his helm. Alrighty. Let us end this turn. And this turn, and in this turn. So we are facing the Battanian Oathsworn. Let us battle. We have the axe this time. Oh. There we go. Down he goes. I was a little nervous about that one. Kulharn, Siarmis, and Gorn. So we will face Kulharn in the semi-finals of the tournament with the power of the North. Oh no!
Run while you can!
There we go, okay. Down he goes, the two-handed weapons excelling for us. And Siarmis won, so we will face Siarmis in the final round of this tourney. Let us fight. Oh! One hit and I'm down. He did 136 blunt damage to my shoulder. Oh my gods. But gods be good. Well, we fought well. I cannot really complain. It's unfortunate about the gold though. Very, very unfortunate. Let us leave then, for we need to seek out the Lord. Oh, there he is. Caladog. Perfect. Hello. Hi, King of the Botanians. Tell me about the Battle of Hendrik. I'm a busy man, but there is always time to talk about the Battle of Hendrik. Our dear old beloved King Ariel, a wonderful man, but with a heart perhaps just a mite too tender, did not wish for us to go off to war. But then he disappeared, and I, his son-in-law, ascended to the kingship. The clans cried out for war. They had 100 years of crimes against them to avenge. I, a father to my people, gave them what they wanted. Now the Empire uses tricks and traps in war. No Battanian fears to meet an Imperial soldier man to man. But we thought it would be a good laugh to use their tricks against them. So we laid an ambush on both sides of a wooded pass, and wouldn't you know, they marched right into it. They turned and twisted as our arrows rained down upon them like fish going frantic in a pond as you draw the net tighter. Then, when they were greatly discomfited, we took up our foxes and swords and reaped the harvest. Oh, there was some unpleasantness later with the Sturgians about the spoils of war, but what a grand old day it was. Well, thank you. Thank you for your information, High King. I shall be going now. Farewell to you indeed. If no one slits their throat out there, perhaps we shall meet again. Goodbye, High King Caladog. So we've talked to 7 now, so we need to find 3 more lords. We will head southeast. No, it's okay. Oh, Forest Bantus. Let's just... I think we can catch him. Oh, it's 20 of them. Alright. Give up then. Ooh, we need to be careful here. Alright.
Infantry! Soldiers!
Shield wall.
Footmen! Soldiers!
We fight here, men. We fight here. Wah! Keep them distracted. Oh, that's a tree. Lots of archers.
Footman, hear me!
Move up! Beautiful!
Infantry attack!
Charge! Yes, get in there, men. Oh, well fought, men. Alright. Outnumbered, but we did well. I may be filled with arrows, but we are successful. We lost 3 men. A skirmisher, a recruit, and a warrior. Unfortunate. But we will take these prisoners with us. We're now a warrior. A Veriog veteran. You can go, skirmisher. There we go. Guarded arm wraps. Very nice. Okay. There we are. Cool, and we have good loot to sell. A successful defeat of the bandits. We did a good deed, and in turn we have made profit. And now I'm a little less concerned about, you know, the money issues. Our morale is up to 52 now. Let us move up. Perhaps to Diathma. We still have 11 days worth of food. Trade. Yeah, sell all this stuff. 716 gold. Perfect. Let's get some more food while we're here. Boom, we're good for 19 days, and we still get 655 gold. Character skill, we're gonna put it scouting. So, Pathfinder, 2% movement speed bonus on steps and plains, or 10% sight range bonus while on steps and plains. Let's get that movement speed. And then we're gonna put a point into leadership. Take a look at the party. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade these all to Sturgian soldiers now. Oh, I forgot about the prisoners. Back to Diathma. Ransom the prisoners, 136, perfect. 148 gold, and we lose 71 a turn. That's good. 71 a day, I should say. So we are heading outwards. We need to find more lords to tell us about the Battle of Hendrik. Help them. Send in the troops. Done. Take them prisoner. Take the loot. Farewell. We'll stop off here for the night. So, sell the stuff. 98 gold, that's good, I'll take it. Wait here for the night. Because we are still healing up from the battle with the bandits anyway. 70 gold, let us head out. Alright, before we leave Emperella, go to the tavern, ransom the prisoners, goodbye bandits, and let us move on. Excuse me. Alright, so we'll head to Makeb. Because I think the Kuzites have one or two with Mochung. We haven't talked to him, I don't think. Oh, look, there, yes. Come back. Damn. Oh. Wait, please. I need to discuss with you. There we go. Hello there. My name is John, sir. May I ask your name? Hjöringbeg of the Tigrit. We carry the name of one of the 12 sons of the great she-wolf, mother of the Kuzites. I am Lord of Aklalat. Very nice. I was there, many of the Kuzites were. Mostly the Kurgit clan who were hungry for glory, but I was also young and hungry for glory, so I went along as well. The Britannians had planned an ambush up in a wooded pass for the Imperial vanguard. Then the Valandians and Sturgians were to come sweeping down on their flanks in the battle. Our scouts found the Britannian ambush, but Nuretzi's did not listen, and blundered into it anyway. While Nuretzi's vanguard was getting slaughtered, we met the Valandians, but the Valandians brought lots of crossbowmen, and our horse archers took heavy losses. Eventually, the armored Imperial cataphracts showed up and rolled over the crossbows, but we were caught in a melee with the Valandian knights, and that was where things got bloody. We won, barely, with the help of the Imperials, but the Kurgites were mauled. Since then, the Kurgits have been rather weak, and you know what happens to the weak. Still, no one told them to put all their eggs in one basket like that. Well, thank you. I appreciate you telling me, and I will be on my way. So we have 8 out of 10, so we are almost done investigating Nuretzi's Folly. Let's see, who is Sturgia at war with? I think it's the Kuzites? Yes. Hello there. My name is John, madam. May I ask your name? Miss Way of the Kurgit. Ah, they were one of the ones that got slaughtered. I am Lady of Balticam. You tell me the Battle of Hendrik. I curse that name. It took from me my husband, 2 brothers, more cousins, and more than I can count. The Kurgits were never the richest of the clans, but we made up for it with our valor. When word spread that the Emperor was promising silver for men to ride at his side against the Sturgians and Britannians and others, of course our young brave boys leapt at the chance. My husband, the bravest and best of them, all led them. We fought the Valandians. We won, but there was a great slaughter. My husband's horse was slain, and he was ridden down, though he died amid a pile of Valandian dead. Sounds like he died a good death then. Elsewhere on the field, the Emperor was having his head hewn off with a Sturgian axe, and thus was in no position to pay us. Such are the fortunes of war. But what came afterwards? When word spread of what happened to our menfolk, the other clans, the Arkits in particular, knew we were weak. Our herds were raided. Anyone who protested was killed. Mochung did little to stop it. It taught us that the valor will get you killed. but treachery will make you rich. Well, thank you for your perspective, and I'm sorry that happened to you. So with the quest, 9 out of 10. So we just need one more lord. So if we can find Mo-chung, we can finish this. Perhaps if we head down towards Makeb. Let us see who we can find. No one's here. Let us head north. For if that's where they were fighting, then perhaps that's where we can find them. Hello, Lek. Perhaps you can help me find somebody. Munchung was. So he was last... Oh, he was taken prisoner by Sarandon of the Southern Empire. Last seen near Checkend. Okay. Thank you. I must leave now. So we will ride down south then. To see if we can find them. Unfortunately, he is not here, but we will wait here for the night. The cock crows and the sun rises. Oh, there he is. Perfect! May I ask your name? Thank you. Tell me the Battle of Hendrik. Yes, the Emperor Neretzes had offered to hire warriors as mercenaries. I saw nothing wrong with that. The Empire was an old bear, well-fed, slow-moving. It wanted to keep what it had. The Sturgians were and are hungry wolves, like us. Sometimes wolves hunt in packs, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes one wolf wants the lion to kill his rival. Most of those who went were Kurgits. They are a young clan. Their lineage is not like ours. They were always looking to prove themselves. Anyway, at the battle, their Noyan, Solon, was slain alongside many of the males of his house. What can I say? A thirst for glory is dangerous, both to the thirsty one and those around him. Clans rise, clans fall. We already heard about that. And unofficial spy masters lives for Neretzes. She lives near Epicrotea. Then there is Arzagos, who was his bodyguard. He's supposed to be near Marunath, though I hear he's changed quite a bit since then. Thank you! Huzzah, Shield Bros! So that means we are done with the investigating of Neretzes' Folly. So we must go and meet with Estiana and Arzagos. And we will do that next time. So join me on Friday as we continue our adventure as John of Sturgia, and we go to investigate further about the going on within the Empire. We will meet with the two informants and make our decision on what to do. If you are liking this content, please hit the like and the subscribe button so I know what you're enjoying, and it helps me get my content out there. If you have any comments, suggestions, concerns, anything at all, put that in the comment section down below for me. If you want to support me further, check out the links in the description of the video, such as my Patreon. Other than that, though, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm ShieldBro6. This is my game log, and I'll catch y'all next time. Glory to Sturgia. Huzzah!